Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. Today we are going to continue with the revamping and remodeling of my junk journal. And I'm going to dig into the Daphne's diary. In the previous video I showed you a couple things I wanted to do. So I think we'll tackle this first and see where it takes me. I haven't really thought about this much, but I'm just going to dive in and and start. So I'd love to have you hang around and see where I'm going with this. Maybe you can help me. I'm going to use, I want to use this here as a pocket, and I want to put these little images on here. So I guess the best thing for me to do, I'm going to put it right here in this, on this page, because of the two little storyboards I created. I could write on here, but I wouldn't be able to write very well. So I think I'm going to put this pocket on that page there. And I just have to decide if I want a top pocket or a side. I don't know. I don't know yet. So I guess I'll bring it up a little bit. Sorry, little birdies. And then I will figure it out. Okay. I could do a top pocket. I think I'll do a top pocket to bring it down, to drop something down inside instead of the side. And I'm going to try to make a fancy dancy pocket on here, like other gals do, where they, I may have to reinforce this a letter because, or a little bit better, because it is just a piece of paper. You know, it's not a cardstock. Of course, it's just a piece of paper, but it's not a cardstock. I usually don't make my pockets like this, so I have to think about it a little bit. I usually just glue them down. So this is going to have to be creased. Let's see, let's get it on a, I'm going to do it like this because the top part is a little, I'm probably doing this all backwards, but you're just going to have to bear with me. Kind of a new territory here. Let's see. Some people make this look so easy. Let's see. Bring this over here. Well, this is the straight side, I think. Let's see. So bring this down. I think this will be good. Yeah. I Got to turn that just a little bit because it's a little cockeyed. Oh well. We'll see how that, let's see how that works out. I think it'll be okay. Could have come in a little bit more on this side here. All right, I guess that's going to be okay. And then what do I do next? I cut these, right? Like I said, I feel so far behind the times with some of this stuff because I just don't work this way. All right, okay, so there's going to be our little pocket, and I will get that partied up on all four sides. And I'm going to want to snip the top a little bit. So I better do that while it's on my mind. There we go. That looked like it. There, okay, so that will fit. That will fit right on there like that. So let's embellish it, and I want to use these sweet little images here. I'm just wondering, and I don't want to collage or do anything behind this because I do want this little poem, A Gentle Summer Breeze, Birds Up in the Tree, Together Just Us Two. I want on the bottom. So I thought I would leave these like that, but I'd like to give it a little oomph. Let me show you what I did last night, and I think I have an idea for this that might be kind of fun. This here, I guess I could show you before I get going any further. Let me show you what else I have done. I wanted to use the Country Diary of an Edwardian Lady in here. I wanted to bring a few more colors in. This background, it was just too green and too bright for what I'm adding to it. And I didn't want to add any more of the digital papers. I wanted something different. So I went and I grabbed my book. And I thought, seeing that this is it's going to be a diary for me, I just went and took the front page, the first page out. And I put that, as you can see, in the front like a book. I stitched around it and glued that down. There's a little pocket here for a tag. I'll probably end up putting a different tag in. This tag was in the front. And again, it's too bold for how I'm changing this around. Here I will do something else on this front. But I did finish up and with the papers. I think I showed you all of that. But then I was going through Daphne's diary last night. Oh, I added some washi tape here because there was stitching that was showing and kind of coming out. So I added a little bit more washi tape there. I have that tape there that we did. But I found a really cool image in Daphne's diary. And, you know, when you're out in nature, you usually take your binoculars. So I cut this image out and I backed it with some more of the digital papers. There's a pocket here. There was a little corner pocket. I didn't want to take the pocket off because I didn't want to destroy the paper. So I just put this over it. So I can lift it up a little bit if I want to put something smaller in there. And then I added the eyelets, okay? And then this fun little twine. I did 3, and then I just kind of looped it around, made a knot, and then cut it off. But I just thought that went really, really well with the color there. I think that's all I did off camera. So I do like that twine, so I'm thinking maybe we could take and add a little bit of that twine, maybe in over on this side or something like that. It's actually hemp cord, but I do like this. I like this color, or we could use this color here, and maybe I could just weave it through here a little bit. I've got an idea. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut little strands. I think this would be cute. And I'm going to cut little strands and feed it through here. Let's see, is this going to be right? Yes, I think so. No, I have to do it this way. To think which way the little strands are going to go. Yep, this way. So these might be kind of cute like this. And then those can be, obviously, they can be trimmed down. Or you could add more to make it a little thicker. And I'm just cutting these where they bend here. And then we'll trim those down afterwards. And obviously it's good to use longer strands because it's easier to feed through the loop. And if you do this, just be careful that you don't pull too hard and you break one of the little pieces here. So let's see what this looks like. Today's just a play day. And I think I'm going to just cut these right down. And let me get my really sharp scissors here. I'm going to get my sewing, my material. There, that's cute. That's different. And it adds just a little something more. And then maybe on the owl, let's see, we could add a little bit of green. And let's see, where's the beginning of this? Here we go. We could do something with the green with the owl. Oh, let's see. We could do the same with the owl up here. That would be fun. So this morning, or by the time you see this, might be yesterday morning, but regardless, one of my son's friends, his car is no longer working. And he wanted to turn his license plates into DMV so he could take the insurance off. And so, of course, my son has to work. And so he asked me if I could take him. So I said, sure. It's about, oh, I don't know, 30 minutes from our home. It's where the town I grew up in, a couple towns over. So I went down and got him. I picked him up at 8 o'clock. He likes to sleep in. And I said, I'll take him on one condition, that DMV in our area opens up at 7:30. I said, I'll pick him up at 8 o'clock. And then we can get there at 8:30. And then he can turn his plates in. And then he said, he goes, would you mind if I did some grocery shopping? I said, no, not at all. I said, if you have to do any other errands, let me know. I said, if you don't mind if I have to get gas. But I got gas afterwards. I didn't want to hold him up. But he's such a really, I don't want to call him a kid because he's 25 years old, but they're all kids to me. But he is such a nice person. I just feel bad for him. He can't afford another car just yet. He's applying for a new job, and I hope he gets it, which will help him out. And he's going to have to walk to work for a little bit. And my son said, I think he's looking at to get a bike. So I told him today, I said, if you need help getting a bike, I said, just let me know. I'll help you. You got to have wheels under your feet. And I know he's struggling right now. So I did that. I was home. It took a couple hours, but I didn't mind. He's a really, really nice kid, and he's so pleasant to talk to. So that was my morning, and I figured I'd come home and do a couple videos. It's still raining here, but it's weird because every now and then the sun will come out. Oh, I like that. I think that's cute. And it just adds a little something. But the sun will come out, and then we get rain showers again. Even some hail. But, okay, so I don't want to, let's see, birds up in the tree. I just thought these little cards needed a little something extra on the side. I'm still playing with these and trying to learn how I want to use them, especially when I use them on images. And again, I don't have to, I don't really need to do a lot of fancy schmancy stuff in this because nature isn't always fancy schmancy. And I just want to keep it as natural as I can. So that's why I like using the fibers in here as well. We're going to put that right there. And then I got that lifts up a little bit there. I do like pockets like that. You can put a little bit more in. I just never think to do it. Okay, so we have that one. That's cute. That is cute. Let me get rid of some of these scraps here. All right, so there's one. Oh, I'm way up, aren't I? There's one page. Okay, now the next thing, we're going to go back to Daphne's. What did I do with the magazine? Here it is. Okay, so we're going to go back here, and then the other thing that I saw in here, I wanted to make a pocket using this recipe card. I'm going to take this whole page out because I also want to use this. I want to get a little bit of pink in this journal. Let me get this back in before it clogs on me. And I'm going to just try to get right down. I bought a new X-Acto pen, or knife, not a pen. And this is a Fiskars. My other ones, I couldn't find the replacement blades for them. So I got a new pen and I got a bunch of new blades because I do use them a lot. Okay, so what I was thinking here is cutting this out and actually adding these flowers onto this and doing a little bit of a collage on here. And I do want to add this sweet little squirrel here. And these are Kleeblatt Creations, and you can find the link to this down in my description because I want everybody to be able to enjoy her work. Because I just think they are adorable. I think they are adorable. So I'm going to have to, well, I can always, don't want to cut off that flower because I want to use that, the top of the flower, I should say. So I'm not really sure how tall. I want to find a page to put this on. But I guess I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to score it. This I may just fold down to add a little bit of extra. Let me just fold this and see where this is going to go in the book before we get too cray-cray. All right. I don't want to cover that up. I want to do something. I'm not crazy about that. Maybe I can put that right there. And again, it will have to be top loading. I think I may have to cut this out. So there's a smooth transition when I go to use this pocket. Let me just make sure that's where I want to put that. And it looks like I don't have to do a lot in here, but I just want to change some things over. That's why I was saying yesterday, you don't have to do a lot. Okay, so I'm going to, and I did this to the back. This is the part of the Country Diary. And all I did here was I stitched around the bottom so I could put something cute inside here. So I'm going to take care of this pocket here. This one here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out carefully. And let's see, I'm going to put this, if I can, let's put this in here and see what I can do. Let's see, I'm just going to go, I'm going to take this slow, but I'm going to cut this out like this. And we're going to lift that out. Okay, and then let's see where this is going to, take me. I think maybe I can cut, I'll snip this out here. Okay. Okay, so that looks like it was made from two different pieces, possibly. And I'm going to keep that there. Maybe I can take very gently, watch me poke a hole right through this. But maybe I can just very gently take just this little bit off here. I don't want to go through the paper. Wouldn't that be awful? It's like performing surgery here. I don't want to take it all off. Like I said, I don't want to rip the paper, so I'm just going to, there we go. So if I can get this, I can just take this little rough part off here. So if you don't have an X-Acto knife, this is what they're good for, is surgery on your journal. And then this here, I can use to anchor. I can use to anchor this down. I can put that right over that. Okay. Just going to trim a little bit more of this. See if I can make that a little bit smoother. Get rid of that little hump there, that fold there. Okay. And that side's fine. All right, so let's get back to this. And I think that'll be a good height and everything. All right, so let's get my score board back out. Put that X-Acto knife over there before I... All right, and I'm going to get rid of, I don't want the... Yeah, okay. Didn't want that little bit of the white there. Okay, and then we're going to, we'll come across here like this. All right. Nope. Let's get my lines. Let's get it straight here. Okay, and I think I can cut a little bit of that top off as well. All right, this is not so. Okay. And I think I'm going to keep that. That will help reinforce it. Okay, so we're going to glue this down for extra reinforcement. So that'll get glued down like that. And then these flowers here, I would really like to add these on here possibly. So if we put her here, let's cut these out and see where it's gonna. I have other flowers too that I could put on here, some translucent flowers, but I just thought this would be fun because the pink matches where the recipe is. And I'm not going to get really close to this flower. I'm going to leave a little bit of white space just to make the difference. So I hope everybody is doing well. Everything is copacetic at my end. I gave up my Sirius XM in my car. And I'm so glad I did it because I gravitated towards the news. And I was never really very happy when I got home. I shouldn't say I'm always happy, but I should say I was I was always discouraged when I got home, and my boys would always say, Mom, you got to stop watching the news. Stop listening to the news. So I received my Visa bill the other day, and those sneaky devils at SiriusXM raised my rate. It got raised by maybe $1.50. But the point being, they do not send you a notification that the rates are going up. They probably don't have to. So I started a chat. Well, I went to their site for some reason. I don't know why. And the chat thing, would you like to start a chat? So I said, sure. And I was talking to an agent there. And of course, you know, when I asked about the increase, and he said, we have to increase the rates every now and then to cover our expenses, you know, costs, blah, blah, blah. So when I told him that I didn't like the fact that I wasn't notified, well, all of a sudden, oh, what can I do for you? You know, I can lower your rate. So he says, you know, you've been a good customer since 17. We've had it longer than that, but I put it in my new car back in 17 when I got it. And, you know, we hate to see you go. We want to keep you. And I said, of course you do. And he proceeded to tell me that I can give you a new rate, $4.04. I don't know where the 4 cents comes from. $4.04 a month. So I sent him back a message. I said, well, this is the thing I don't understand. On one hand, you tell me you have to raise the rates because you have costs at your end. Now you're telling me you can give me a year for $4.04. I said, no, I'm done. Don't want it. I don't need it. And he kept it up and kept it up and kept it up. And I said, really? I said, thank you for your help. I really do not want it. So I did end up canceling, but it is just it's just so ridiculous. So I got rid of that, which makes me happy because I'm saving money and I'm not listening to the news anymore and fretting over all of that. All right, so which one do you think I should go with? I want to bring this down a little. I don't know if I should go for the Mrs. Frog or if I should go for this sweet little squirrel. I guess it all depends too on I've got that dark brown on the opposite page. I'm going to cut most of this away when I get up on the paper, but I just want to see what it's going to. So if we have this here, we have this. This is going here. I like to put this down around here. I'm going to put that right on the end. She's kind of cute there. She's looking in. I also have this sweet little duck. I think I'm going to do the duck because of the blue. I think she's really sweet on there. All right, so let's get what I'm going to do. I'm going to get her positioned. And then I'm going to get, I think I'm going to get these flowers on here first, okay? Bring these down. Then I can just cut the bottoms off along there. All right, so let's do that. So yeah, the moral to this story about Sirius XM is I just didn't find it was healthy for me. Because like I said, I always gravitated to the news. And I didn't want to do that anymore. And I don't want this to come down yet because I want to get her tucked in. So let's get, before I keep flapping my jaw here, let's get her tucked in here. And then I can get them down. Okay. All right, now I can put them down. All right, and then I can get this cut off here. Or maybe I can just curl it up. That might even be better. And glue it to the bottom. Then it won't be, yeah, it won't be rough. And it won't tear apart. There. Okay. Oh, that's cute. I do like that. I'm going to make a little snippet. For the pocket, and of course I'm going to have to put a little bit of glue right here. Just so that stays. So if you're new to my channel and you've been hanging out with me, I so appreciate it. Thank you. Hopefully I can give you some ideas that you haven't seen. Maybe you're new, and I'm trying to keep things a little simpler. So, you know, if you are new to my channel, you know, maybe everything will come a little easier to you. It's like these type of pockets. I've never made these before. Today, honestly, today's the first day that I've made pockets like this, unless I had a digital kit and they were already cut out like this. But as far as making them from scratch, this is the first day. So if I can do it, you can do it. Oh, I think that's cute. That's cute. So when you have a page, you know, like Daphne's diary, take a look at the whole page where these flowers were. And, you know, if you don't have stickers, you don't need stickers. You can just use something from Daphne's diary. All right, so I'm going to use this frame, and then we're going to call it a day. And then I will gather more supplies, and we will be doing some other things in the journal. So this here, I wanted to use because I think that would be really pretty in there, in that little frame. So we're going to cut this out. You know, here's another idea for you. If you weren't going to use anything else in here, always remember to flip your page over, because you could even cut this out with the string, could add your own string, and you could collage this a little bit, and you could have this in, you could have that in your journal as well. And like this here, you could cut these out. You could put these in your journal on an end page, which I'm not going to throw those away because I can use maybe these flowers here. Definitely use that. So there's a lot of ways that you can use book pages. Glue, 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 glue. And I probably should have left a little bit more on the bottom of this. But again, I was gabbing. Oops. I was gabbing, so we're going to put that right about there. And this is a frame that I made from one of the images. And if you go back and look at the original video, you'll see. I just think it's cute because it's got the little feet there. And I'm just going to use this as a little accent piece somewhere. I could put that right there. I'm still not crazy about all of this green. So let's take a look. Let's go back to Daphne's diary and let's see what maybe we could put in there. All right, so you're going to want to measure the area, and it doesn't have to be all covered up. So roughly 4 by 5, okay? So let's take a look in here and see what we might have. And just remember, you know, your color schemes where you've got the browns, the blues, and if you're just adding a little bit of pink. So you could even do something like this, a nice picture, nice photo in here. This is where I cut out the binoculars. So let's take a look. And if you haven't seen this Daphne Diaries, this is number 6. Oh, this is 2022. So you'd really have to go back and search for this one. So see images like this. So here's some nature images, but they're not big enough. But they aren't big enough. Let's see what we can find. Something like this is cute, where you could, let's see, 4 by 5. That's too tall. There's a 5. That's by 3.5. I could cut something out like that. This is cute too. Leave your worries behind. Unwind and relax. So what we could do here, let's cut that out. I think that might really be cute in there. And the other side is fine. So I'm going to cut down to this one here. And this might be really cute on that page. And it has the really nice neutral tones. See that? And I don't mind if the green is around there. So I may, maybe I'll put this over here like this, because this would be really cute. So I'm going to cut the top part of this off. And I am going to keep it nice and square. I'm not going to rip it. So we're going to bring this up. And I will ink that. And then I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. So if we have this here, I'm going to cut, I'll cut just below these little marks here on the shutters. That's how I do my measuring. And that is going to be perfect right there. All right, so I'm going to ink this up, put this on. Because what do you do when you're out in nature? You leave your worries behind, right? You're out there to clear your head. All right, so we are going to put this down. So I hope I've given you some nice ideas, you know, what you can do in your journal, how you can revamp it, change it up. Okay, so there you go. So I think that looks much nicer there. You've got that hint of green on both sides. All right, leave your worries behind, relax and unwind. And you could just leave it just like that if you didn't want to put anything else on there. And I'm going to put, I'm just going to add that right there. I do like that though. And I think what I'll do is I'll make a little pocket for right there. And then if I want to tuck something in, I'm going to glue this down first though. If I want to tuck something in, I can tuck something in right there. And what's on the other side of this? This here. I don't know, maybe I'll put this, I could put that right over here just as a little piece. I like this. I don't want to cover this up. I might do something down here along the bottom. But what I'm thinking about doing now is just building another frame around this and attaching it right onto there because I just really like this. And I could make a smaller pocket right here to put something in. So let's take this and let's go ahead. This was in the book. This is kind of cute. I could put that, attach that right on there, and I could put that on there. I think that's what I'm going to do. And that will just be a little feature piece there. So make sure you flip and flop when you're in your journal. Otherwise, I would have put that there and I would have missed the opportunity to keep that open and exposed. And that's just going to be a cute little art piece. And I'll find maybe a little nature setting. Saying, I look at this and I'm looking at that setting. And I'll add a little nature saying to this. And that combines some more colors there. There, I think that's cute. And then we can go back. We'll make a little pocket here and then I'll call it a day, okay, on this. And then I'll come back and we'll do some more fun stuff. So I have this left over. I don't even know if I really need to. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got another one of, I could add that because that kind of goes with, if I did that there, that would just kind of join that little piece. So I think maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just add this. And I think I will rip and tear this one a little bit. And then I can, and you know what I think I'll do with this as well? I think it'll be pretty. I'm going to add an eyelet to this. I'm just cutting this over here. Okay, that's good. And I think I know what I'm going to do. Here you go. Let me see, scissors. We're going to cut this out. And I'm going to add an eyelet right in the center of this flower. And then we'll get it glued down. All right, so I think I'm going to put that right there. And I'm going to add an eyelet because I think that'll be really cute. And what did I do with I just had here it is. So I'm going to want to add maybe that brown one. And where is here we go. And I'm not going to glue that down. I'm just going to let that stand free. We're going to add that right in there like that. Oh, not adding that one. What happened there? Come on, Barbie. Once in a while that happens. Once in a while. There, that's better. Okay, so we have that in there. And I'm going to ink this up so you can see there's a little, little delineation between and I'm going to put that down. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to leave this just like that so it's freestanding. And then I'll make a little something to put inside there. I think that is just very, very cute. Then we can put a little critter in there. There. So, how do you like them apples? I think today was a huge success for everybody. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you were able to think, a little differently. I did as soon as I saw this flower, and I just think that's really cute on there. And yeah, that's it. So we're going to continue working in here. And I really like adding the pink. I think it's very cute, and I just love these little images. So I want to thank everybody for joining in. Again, if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. I got to get going. I'm having a comment drawing the end of June. So keep leaving those comments because every comment counts. And I'm going to do something fun, a little giveaway. So whoever has the most comments is going to get a special gift from me. I think that's the best way for me to do giveaways. Yeah, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much. I really, really appreciate it. I'm having so much fun with all of this, and I just love revamping this journal. So thanks, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.